Hello everybody, Captain Spideyfist here. Today I'm going to be doing a review for a game that I've been playing for a while that I really love, and it is called Marvel's Future Fight. So, I had to step away from this game for a little while for one of the worst reasons. It is because the game file is pretty big, and I had a phone that had a very small storage space. So essentially, if I wanted to play a Marvel game, I would have to uninstall one of the games on my phone to put another one on, so I was switching between Spider-Man Unlimited, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Marvel Contest of Champions, Future Fight, then Strike Force came out, and Strike Force, so I had been just so busy, but now I have a tablet that's big enough to where I can actually have the game on there with the other games, and I'm able to start playing the game again. I just recently really started getting into it again. So I'm just going to do a real quick review of it and tell you what this game is all about. So first and foremost, the game has a little storyline to it, and it has characters from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. So you have like Dr. Simmons, she's in here, and she kind of helps you along your path through, you know, the MCU and things like that, all of these new chapters that pop up, and you're going to collect biometrics for these characters, and you see the 10 of 10 under their pictures, and that means you can collect 10 biometrics from that chapter throughout the day. You can get energy refills and things like that. So this game is really good about having something to do all day. So if you're just looking for one game that you can sit down, play for a few hours, and not really run out of chances to play, this is one of the best ones. It's got a couple different storylines, it's got a couple different game modes and things like that that you can play. So whenever you're sitting there and you're grinding out your characters and you're making them stronger, there's more to do than just go play, you know, your story mode, or just go play an arena or something like that against another person's character. You can actually get in and play co-op, you can get in and do your challenges, do your arenas, and it's kind of like X-Men and the Ultimate Alliance games, where top-down view, fixed camera, and you're kind of following these characters around. Very similar to like Marvel Heroes Omega whenever it released for the PlayStation 4, and then Marvel Heroes back whenever it was on PC. So these character designs look great. The game is a whole lot of fun. I'm going to take you in, give you a look at how the characters look. You see they have just really great detail. The faces look good, the costumes look good, the lighting's really great on them, and we're going to check out preview skill, and I'm going to show you, what this game looks like whenever you're actually playing it. They have this little preview skill arena, so say you picked up like biometric shards and you're not sure what character you want biometric shards for, you can actually come in here and you can try out your character and see what they got. You see I have the 5 skills here, so we'll just hit the first skill. And these skills are usually real flashy, real cinematic, great game to play, especially if you just want to feel like a bad A, and you're just, messing up a bunch of faceless enemies, while the game also has boss fights at the end of the levels and things like that. The characters range from, X-Men, you got Inhumans, you got Avengers, New Avengers, a bunch of characters you never heard of before, a bunch of characters that you have heard of before that aren't in other games. So just take a quick look at the characters, and then I'm going to tell you about one of the coolest things about this game that I think more games really need to get on the ball with, especially like Contest of Champions. They release each character's costumes as if it's a new character. So you have Spider-Man, and then you have a black suit Spider-Man that gets released, then you have the Stark Spider-Man that gets released, and they're all great characters, but this game just handles it a little bit different. So we're going to take a look, and you're going to see that we have a couple different costumes to check out. Got your classic, then you got the Secret Wars, the all new, all different, Civil War, the Homecoming suit, and then you have Infinity War. So pretty much every time that a new MCU movie comes out or a new season starts of a show, you're going to be getting costumes based off of it, and that is one of the coolest things that no game has really been able to keep up with like Future Fight has, and that's what makes it so special, because each costume actually plays a little bit differently. They still kind of keep the same core mechanics, but they change it up just enough to where each costume becomes special. Some of the older costumes are still way better than the new costumes, but then at the same time, a new costume's released, and it makes it one of the best characters in the game. they're always doing a lot of balancing and stuff to keep the game from being, too one-sided, to where you don't just have like 30, Captain Americas running around throwing shields at a bunch of people. You can kind of play as whatever character you love and, just go at it. It's such a fun game. I love my defenders. I love my street heroes. So you see down here, I've got a whole bunch of these level 60 characters. And then scrolling back, you'll see that I have some that I have barely even touched at all. And I've been playing this game for a while. It's going to take you some time to get to the point that I'm at now. But if you don't mind farming, if you don't mind grinding, you're going to be able to pick up all of these characters, with the exception of every now and then they release a new character that's behind a paywall. And that's got to be one of the worst things about this game, is it has a tendency to get a little greedy sometimes. So I'll take you over to the featured shop, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So you've got this exclusive booster pack, and this is going to give you selector biometrics, Nornstone, antimatter, and these are things that are needed to rank up your characters, make them stronger, and give you somebody to use to grind through the older levels in the game, push through them. And I mean, $30 is a bit too much to ask, especially if you have the characters such as the new Spider-Man 2099. It was released behind a paywall. And again, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and this one was not a costume because it's a different character. So there was no way for me to be able to play him without having to spend some money. And it's always terrible whenever a game like that does that, because these games are free to start, not free to play. You're going to have to spend some money if you want to play this one. So, like I've said before, you can get your characters, and every day you actually get a free hero chest. And if you already have the hero, it's going to give you a biometric selector, so that way, combat biometrics, 8 of them. I already had the character that I opened up. I'm going to actually be able to take that biometric selector, and I'll go up here to my inventory. Oh, sorry, into my inbox. And we'll show the gift, and I'm going to be able to acquire 8 of whichever one of these characters I want. And it's telling me that 35% of people would have used this for Captain America, and you can kind of get a look at these characters based off of who wanted what. And these lower-tiered characters, you can kind of go ahead and expect that maybe they're not that good, and most people are going for these higher, tiered characters for a reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm still working on making my Moon Knight as strong as possible, and those are 8 free Moon Knight shards right out the gate. So as far as getting characters and being able to play as them, the game is real good. Like I said before, you can go in there into your training room, and you can play with the characters, see what the skills are, maybe see which skills for the characters that you want to rank up, or what the skills are going to be in the long run. And that is one of the coolest things about this game, because Contest of Champions, you have to get the character to even, take a look at them, while, in this instance, you can go in there and you can check out the skill preview. I absolutely love it. I'm going to talk just real quick about alliances before I end this video. So you have an alliance, and I started one with a couple of my friends from work, and you can see my allies. Some of them haven't been on in a while because they stopped playing. Some of them have been on recently, and I really need to start growing my alliance. But you have different challenges that you can complete with them, different support things. Okay, you can request things from your alliance, as well as there's an alliance store, and you can rank all of these things up and get more shards. So even your alliance is something that you can grind on, giving this game even more to do, even more to play with. So I hope you like this video. I will be bringing more Future Fight videos, such as skill previews and things like that, maybe even character reviews, depending on how much attention that gets. Please like and subscribe. Let me know down below if that's something that y'all want to see. I'm Captain Spidey Fist, and I'm out of here.